How to catch those great carps. What a nice picture, right? Why don't you show me how to angle on the spot? That fishy spot. Find that spot where the great fish are located. Get the rig on the right place and attract the carps or pike to your spot. That's all you really need. Except there's quite some roadblocks to the fishing spot. We have to be able to find the spot with the great fish, as we said. But we're not so sure of the presence of fish, are we? We have no knowledge of depth or presence of obstacles, such as weed or other stuff. We're actually a bit finding a spot of fishy spot on a blind way. Another roadblock to the fishing spot is to get the hook on the right place. We have some risk of getting entangled in weed, trees, or too far or too difficult to reach spot. And first, and not last but not least, the roadblock for attracting the carps to that spot. We might encounter difficulties to get our bait on the right spot. There's gonna be some limits in the form of the bait to get it so far. There's gonna be difficulties to add bait to the same spot again, over and over. That's gonna be difficult to get all the time on the right place. And at the same time, we don't have any feedback on the presence of big fish on our swim. There's quite some roadblocks there. Let's look back at the first one. Find a spot with great fish. Okay, we're not sure of the presence of fish, no knowledge of depth, no knowledge of presence of obstacles. What's the solution then? Find the fish using a fish finder. Use the latest technology, a radio-controlled fish finder, on the water. Mounted or integrated into a radio-controlled boat, allows you to find the fish and locate the fishy spots. That's a good way to find the spots, right? To find the fishy spots. Second roadblock we had was get our rig on the right place. Supposedly we have found the right spot, how are we gonna get there? Steer your hook using a radio control boat. That same boat we spoke about when we said we use a fish finder. When that fish finder is integrated in a boat, but that boat allows you also to take your hook onto that spot and release that hook on the right spot for distances easily over 300 meters without any hassle, without any risk for entanglement, or without having to try multiple times. Okay, last roadblock then. Attract the carps to the spot. Now, how are we going to get the bait there to make sure the fish that are there stay there, or that new fish come along? The form of our bait is limited if we have to throw it. Difficulties to add the bait to the same spot? Sure, depends on how far the spot is, but likely some difficulties if you have a couple of 100 meters. And what about the fish? Is there any fish in the neighborhood of our swim? Again, a solution. Let your radio control bait boat drop the bait on the desired spot and in the desired form, exactly, and as many times as you want. Select with your RC fish finder mounted or integrated on your RC boat for presence of big fish around or on your spot. So 3 roadblocks have been eliminated, and we can go on catch those great carps now. We use a radio control bait boat to provide the efficient solution to find the spot with the big fish, to get the hook on that sweet fishy spot, and to drop the ideal bait on our spot to attract the carps. By getting more time for the real hassle-free fishing act, you will improve your catch and enjoy even more your fishing.